Good evening, everybody. This is Stephen Howson. This is Ben Adams, and this is the Stephen Howson podcast. It's Thursday. This should be the last one for a while, at least, that we're doing at this time on a Thursday, and hopefully they'll all be on Thursdays from now on.
Well, they will
because
be.
we've got no fucking matches to worry about, have we? Hopefully.
Well, at least until after Christmas.
We could get dumped out of the Champions League and be back on that Thursday night drive again, couldn't we?
That'll be February time again.
Oh, that'll be absolutely sickening. So, yeah, hopefully this is, from now on, 9 o'clock every single Thursday, without fail, unless there's some sort of major catastrophe or another.
Or you're away. Or we're away.
Yeah, or away. And that's likely to happen, to be fair. So, I mean, I still don't know if I'm on a US tour.
What?
Find out Friday or Monday. So it'll be like Wednesday or some shit, won't it, if that's the case. Fingers crossed, but, you know. How's everybody doing? So, we didn't have a podcast last week, and I've really slowed down on the amount of uploads that's been on the channel for the last, basically this month. Basically. Because, in all honesty, I just wanted a fucking break, to be honest. There was that many games and that much going on towards the back end of the season. Yeah, I just thought, do you know what? They can be too much for a good thing sometimes, can't they? So I just thought, what I'm going to do is, I'm just gonna relax a little bit for this month. There's some sponsorship that I've sorted out for next month, so I'll be going big on those. The youth reviews are going to be back, and the warm down will be back, possibly next week, probably next week, because I want to hit July running, and in July, obviously, we're into the tour then, so there's obviously things to start talking about.
It's coming round pretty quick, isn't it?
Be on your own.
9th of July back in pre-season training. Is it 9th or 10th?
I don't know when the players are back in. 9th sounds about right.
I think that's a Sunday.
10th, yeah, 10th, because the 8th is Saturday. All right, I don't think the date's been released yet. But yeah, we've got the Full-Time Devils Fan League Cup thing, which our kid's going to be playing in, with me as the gaffer.
Oh yeah, I forgot no names over that. So wait, is it all on one day?
Yes, but don't say the day. I've
No,
told
I'm
you the
not
day, but
gonna
don't
say
say
it.
the day.
Where's it at?
Somewhere in London.
Oh, not a fucking big place then.
No, that's right.
So we're going on the day or the day before?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe me and you can go on the day before and fucking hit a night out, maybe. I'm easy. We've also got our island trip. Whether or not I go on the US tour, the island trip is bang on the following Wednesday, Tuesday for us when we're over there. I still need suggestions from you guys about anybody. I believe Paul McGrath's in Dublin.
Sweet.
I would love to talk to Paul McGrath. I mean, like, I've got his autobiography here. I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it was...
I can imagine it's a sick read.
This is unbelievable. This was my #1 autobiography for the longest time. And do you know who knocked it off? Tyson. Tyson's is fucking unbelievable. You've never wanted to hug a man more in your life than after reading Tyson's. Like, you genuinely feel sorry for the guy by the end of it, which I'm sure it was the design, but you do. But yeah, that Paul McGrath book is excellent, and he would make a fantastic podcast. So if anyone's got any contacts for him, I know he's on Twitter, but I hate just fucking throwing a beg out on Twitter. So if anyone's got a contact or anything like that for us, just drop me a phone. Then throw it out or hit me up in DMs or anything like that, and I'll try and hook him up for while we're over there in Dublin in August.
I was kind of hoping there's a potential Champions League game is Celtic versus Linfield, it's on the 12th of July, which is also like they have a mad tradition on. It's like bonfire night, but crazy.
Do you like the world's biggest water bottle, by the way?
Yeah.
Swapped my Monsters for a Monster water bottle.
It's good. Don't want to be drinking that, mate.
So when's this? Is that going to be over the time we're at?
Nah, it's 12th of July. I thought, would have been buzzing because it's a different part. I wonder how would have had to have gone to that. There
is a thread on the Reddit group, which I think the description has got the link below. Yeah, it does. The description below, Reddit/Howson, has got Matt Letizia was never on the cards. He won't fucking talk to me. If anyone lives in Ireland and wants to meet us up or anything like that, there's quite a few people already chatting in that Reddit group. So if you want to meet up with us while we're in Ireland, hit that and let us know what the crack is, and we'll figure it out. But it sounds like it's going to be a fucking messy one. Sounds like it's going to be a good one as well. Oh. We're going to get... I'll get into the comments very soon as well, actually. I'm just trying to fill you in on everything that's going on. So I need to ask you, actually. I told you last night, innit? So there's an offer of a sponsorship on the cards for us.
Last night?
Yeah.
No.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. If you shut up, I'll tell you, and you'll realise, oh, yeah, you did.
All right.
So, it's a meal prep company that wants
Oh, yeah, you did.
So there's a meal prep company that I'm talking to about just doing a bit of sponsorship, because it's pretty expensive. And they don't do paid sponsorship, but they do money off. So they're talking to me about getting a sponsorship. I need to sign up a couple of people to come and do their meal prep, but it's like £300 a month. It's dear, man.
How many meals do you get for that, though?
3 a day.
Fat.
6 days a week.
18 over...
It's a tenner a day. And you'll do a tenner a day on food.
Nah.
And for convenience of having it made for you, it's not a terrible deal. It's a big bill. It's just a big bill in a one-off.
Yeah.
Because you'll drip out £7-8 a day on food, and this, that, and the other. Not a fucking problem. And you'll probably waste a little bit of stuff that you buy from the supermarket and don't sort as well. This isn't me justifying it, by the way, because I've gone, shit, that's probably a bit too dear for me. But I'm talking to him because the offer's there, so I'm trying to figure out and see if I can get it affordable. I can get a little bit of cash off for signing up a few people. So if you guys are interested, or anyone will be doing that, it's nationwide delivery in the UK as well, which is fucking bitching.
I've never eaten from there.
It's nice, Graham.
Yeah.
I'm not mentioning it on here. I mean, you can fucking figure it out if you just look at my Instagram. But I'm not mentioning it on here like it's.
I ain't giving you no free publicity.
Yeah, not yet. So that's on the cards. And over the last couple of weeks, and another reason as well that I've slowed down on the uploads is I just wanted to get some other aspects of my life in order. To be honest, one of them is just getting back in the graft.
Get your shit together. In
the routine of hitting a gym, and 2 weeks I've gone hard at it, 6 days a week, and put 10 fucking pound on.
Yeah, can't tell. Bet you put it on. But yeah, you were definitely impressed by that one.
No, I wasn't impressed by that one. Actually, £2 off today, so it's like 8 now. But
yeah, scales, like, you know what I mean.
I know, but
they only measure so much, don't they, Jack?
Well, yeah, they measure exactly how much fucking poundage you're shifting, and at the moment.
Yeah, but But if you're lifting weight, you're not really going to shift.
No, it's water retention, a massive amount of water retention. Because I'm using muscles doing CrossFit that I've not used in the longest fucking time. So
you'll get there.
A few people have been like, "Oh, ignore the scales." Well, I can't ignore the scales because one, I've got a bet with the missus that revolves around the scale, and two, I'm gonna try and compete in some jiu-jitsu or some grappling tournaments. I'm looking at next year for it. Summer next year is my sort of mental target that I want to do that. So to do that, I've got to be at a certain weight. That's annoying.
I know, it's like it's what the
that is annoying. Stop it.
It's like a fly thing, you know, when buzzer.
So I can't not ignore the scales. And there's a couple of people said that I'm not eating enough. And I need to up it more, but in my head I just can't think I need to eat more to lose more. I know that sometimes it works like that, but in my head I just can't fucking settle with that at the moment. And that's that one, man. I'm eating pretty clean apart from that. I'm probably on 2/3 less monster than I was. I'm not completely off them, but the other day I was like, I don't want one. Like normally I can stop them, but I'm like, oh, fucking I want one.
Yeah.
Whereas the other day I was like, I don't even want one. I think that's the change that has to happen.
Yeah, you need to be able to do it. Like I still want a can of Coke me every day, but don't have one. Do you know what I mean? They're fucked up. The amount of sugar that's in them. That's where a lot of it is.
It's the addiction to that as well. That's the fucking problem. The thing is, right, since my fight in 2010, when I weighed in at 170, and I'm now tipping it at 263.
That's like 7 years ago. You get me?
But this is what I'm saying. Yeah. So £1 a month is nothing, is it? £1/4 a week. It's like an extra 1,000 calories a week. Is that it?
Yeah, but it's a lot harder to shift it, isn't it? Especially when it's been like sedentary for so long to boot, like kicking metabolism back into gear.
Being in the army and working in the gym in the army, and sometimes doing 7-8 hours of PT a day, leaving that and doing scaffolding, which is basically grafting all day, and then going to the gym to do MMA training overnight. From all of that lot to around about the same time. After I had my fight, stopped training all the time like that, and got an office job where I'm now sitting on my ass.
Yeah, it is.
And shit just changes up rapid, doesn't it?
Definitely, because you eat and then just sit there, so there's no movement and don't digest it properly. So you go for walks and I try to, but it's hard because, like, you know, how often is it not raining? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot easier when it's is what?
I thought it was your house alarm.
I can't hear an alarm. I can hear the boiler. I think he's just getting in the shower. What did I look like at 170? I look like 90 pound leaner than I am. 170 is not a good look for me, to be fair. It's just the top and bottom of it. I think now I've done quite a lot of powerlifting since then, so I'm definitely a bigger human being lean than I would have been at 170 anyway. So I think at 200 I'll look in good nick, I think. And that's what I'm aiming at. I'm aiming to get down to 205, that weight class, and I'll be pretty fucking happy with that.
That's good, man. Keep it up.
So yeah,
I need to get back in training.
Doing 2 to 3 sessions of CrossFit a week. Them 5:45 starts they're hard work, then, mate. Oof.
Oh, but it has been like this last few days where it's absolutely boiling.
Yeah, we did a couple of sessions outside in the car park and that, like finishing them off.
In the morning, it's all right. It's not, but you're doing that at the peak times, and it's right off, isn't it?
It's it's fucking. Oh, I did one session on Tuesday. I did a dinner time on there. I might as well just walked in the shower in what I was wearing. I was absolutely caked in it. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, get injured with CrossFit and this, that, and the other." Yeah, do you know what you do? But you also get injured doing MMA. You also get injured in rugby. You also get injured in jiu-jitsu, and I love all this shit. The difference is, I think I'm at a pretty good CrossFit gym because all of the CrossFit's like massive volume and massive overload, and that's how it increases your VO2 max, and that's how it gets you fitter. It's just making you overload your shit. But so far, none of the sessions that I've done have been overloaded with Olympic weights. The overloads have come from press-ups or rowing or running or biking or sit-ups or...
Yeah, it's probably... Was he tailored it for you then? Or was it just the sessions?
It's a class. Yeah. So you'll do... there is Olympic lifts. In every single class I've done Olympic lifts, be like deadlifts, squats, snatches, all that sort of shit. But it's all been... like dry and slow. So you do a technical thing and you'll sort of work through 5 or 6 sets trying to get your best 1 or 5 rep max, something like that. So you'll do that, and that's like a nice easy pace, focusing on technique, coming around in the correcting technique as well, like, oh, you need to fucking sit a bit further down or do stuff like that, yeah, or your hands are in the wrong position, point your toes out a little bit. So there's no like crazy like throwing shit around there, nothing dangerous. And then once you've done that, you're using that as like the main meat of a session, you'll do like 15-20 minute workout of the day at the end where you'll just get fucking destroyed. But it's volume of, like I said, press-ups and rowing or jumps. Yeah. Like the one we did the other day, because of my compartment syndrome. And actually, I was talking to Katie about that this morning. I'm gonna try and get the surgery. The surgery's brutal, man. It's knee to ankle, both sides of your feet.
So you can run again.
Yeah, because
running's a lot. My knees are fucked. I can't even kneel down.
I'm fine with my knees. The joints are fine. It's just the muscle. If anyone knows what chronic compartment syndrome is, it's a fucking bad do, man. It's like an 8 out of 10 pain when after about 500 or 600 meters. I think I always had it because I always used to end up with tight calves. I'd do like 8 milers when I was in the army, and I'd be like, oh, fucking hell, that's sore after that. I just thought everyone was that sore after a run.
It's pain, innit, from pounding the streets or whatever.
I thought that was normal, man. But then when I got heavier, and like a few years ago I was still playing the odd game of rugby at Manx, I'd do the warm-up, I'd be alright. 5 minutes into the match, where you've done maybe a K or something like that, running, I'm in fucking tatters, like, what the fuck is up with these calves, man? So, as I've got bigger and heavier, the compartment syndrome comes on quicker because obviously it's making my calves work a hell of a lot harder than they ever used to. So now running is a complete fucking forget it.
Get on a rower. Rowing.
Yeah, but fat guy problems. You know how fucking hard it is to squeeze forward like that. I used to love the rower. When I was at the village, I'd knock fuck out of that rower.
Yeah, man. That's what I was doing. Like a lot of just the high intensity, the 500 under 2 minutes and a minute rest and then blasting that. Try and do.
I was a rowing champion, wasn't I? I'm a 2 divisional champion. I did a fucking split of about 127 on 10. That's fucking raw dogging it, that.
Fuck that.
Threw up afterwards as well. I threw up. I fell off the rower, but my feet were still attached, and I just threw up all over myself. Fucking wonder.
Pays, innit? Pays out, yeah. Still got it.
Yeah, my fucking quads are fucking way big at the moment. So when you're trying to reach forward, normally you reach forward with your hands on the outside of your legs, don't you? I have to put my arms like that, or my legs out sideways. So yeah, found that. That's a fat guy problem that you didn't know you'd fucking get. But so yeah, the rower, struggling with the rower, kind of hurts my hips. Like, get cramp join the top of my hip here because it's turning in a weird motion. But I can kind of gut through that a bit. The bike's happy days. So I've done a lot of bike.
Unless you're outside on a bike, the bikes in there, they do, but they don't. Do you know what I mean?
They do the splits that I've been doing in there. They do it for calories. So you turn it on and it'd be like, right, you've got. So a couple of the classes I've had, everyone else has had to go and do a 400-meter run or something. I've had to go and do 20 calories on the bike or something like that. And I tell you what, they know what they're doing because it works out about the same. Like, I'm going pretty fucking hard, and they're coming in just as I'm ticking it over to 20 and stuff. So they've obviously. I like how they scale it. I mean,
well, they know what they're doing.
I'm the fucking youngest guy in most of the classes I'm in as well, which surprised me.
It's an alternative, isn't it? Training, get it done. That's out of the way, and it mixes everything up.
It's kind of dear, but every class is coached. So Joy, you pay you can't compute it to a normal gym membership where you just go in and do your own shit. Every class you got a coach, so obviously there's an expense with that, isn't there?
Yeah, given the time.
And there's 4 or 5 coaches in the gym every time. It's good gaff, man. I'd say definitely give it a look, man. Let's see what some of these comments are saying.
There's a few CrossFit gyms in Ashton. I've seen people running about, but
there's Gritstone. I think it's just off Penny Meadow.
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, but there's another one just in Ducky as well, near this kids' play centre. But I need to go back in Olympic. Just get myself back in there.
Do you know what? I used to go to Mill in Droylsden, and it's the same as Olympic. When I was 16, that was £3 a session. Do you know how much it is today?
£3.
£3 a session.
Olympics, £3.50 now.
Oof.
But like,
I bet someone had words.
Yeah, I think people were fucking happy about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was when I was 11, it was £3, and it's only gone up in the last 3 or 4 years or something.
Someone in the comments saying, "What kind of podcast is this?" Do you know what? Actually, should we have a look at the? Should we have a look at some of the comments in? Let me have a look.
What, in the reviews or the that caption picture?
No. Hang on. I was going to have a look. Yeah, the reviews. Because there's someone has fucking moaned in the reviews. I think a lot of you guys here know that this isn't, there's no rules. It's football, fighting, and full on nonsense.
Yeah, whatever, innit?
Yeah, whatever we decide it's about at the time. And some guys, I'll find it because I can't remember what it is. He's given us a 1-star review. He must have been well unhappy.
But I mean, what the fuck's he doing anyway? What's his issue?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
So the last one.
Pure 5 stars off everybody.
Oh, there's 2, isn't it? Is that a different one?
No, that's a 2-star of someone else moaning as well. Let me find it. I think they must have deleted it. Yeah, they must have deleted it. Shit. Because it did make me laugh, to be honest, about how bad it was. Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is. 1 star by Jezza Fox. I subscribed to this podcast on the basis that it was about football and Manchester United in particular. It is just a rambling mess.
Nice one.
Very little footy chat of any consequences and unnecessarily foul-mouthed at that. Rather than fast forward, I recommend avoiding the podcast altogether.
Fuck off.
Let's read some of the good ones out. Let's give some shout-outs. Isaac, cracking podcast on all sorts of random topics from MUFC to UFC and even KFC. Brightens up a mundane day. The Likely Lads from the Pork Chop Express, which is a top name. Never miss an episode. Stephen has me in stitches. His off-the-cuff comments are good enough to rival Frankie Boyle. I don't know about that, man. Highlight of my week, keep it up, says O's is Owen. Quality podcasts are mint. earphones in for work or on the car, sat in the traffic, the podcast make you enjoy those two places. If you only found Howson here, get him on YouTube as well. Deserved views. Thank you, brother. One of the best podcasts about just the right laugh and everything and anything without a care in the world. You feel like you're part of the conversation, and I better piss up with them. Gets very west very quickly. No comment, but top comment. So yeah, if you want to leave us a review, go to iTunes, where I will be uploading today's. That's one of it. I just completely just chilled. I've had a break. I work hard. I'm having a break. So let's see what some of you guys are saying in the comments. Headlook says you get injured being alive. True story. Rumble Johnson fought once at 170. How the fuck did he manage that? He was cutting 50-60 pound at a time in that week, man. Absolutely bananas. Guru says try eating less. Well, that's no fun, is it? Welsh Carper says I'm lean at 230. You're a fucking animal, my mate. Blemmy says he's actually a hate monger and a felon. I think that's someone mentioning Tommy Robinson. Fuck Tommy Robinson, mate. Tom says, what have you missed? What has he missed? Not much. Reaction to the election says witness. As expected, I kind of think.
Yeah.
Someone saying tuning forks work. I think we've missed the start of that conversation. Ask your friend about a Man United women's team.
I don't give a fuck.
Ben don't give a fuck.
Told before, like, yeah, I'm not big into women's football. Like, on Sky Sports News Transfer Centre Live, you know, like, obviously you have that up at work and just wait for it to refresh. They started putting women's transfer news on there.
Oh, that's bollocks.
I'm not asked. Really, I'm not asked. But hey.
My own thoughts is, obviously, you know, my sister played for City and United. She did 3 years at both. 3 years at City.
I mean,
12 to 15 and then 15 to 18 at United. And there was no open age team, so she had to leave.
Fair enough, like, yeah. I'm all for inclusion and shit like that, but I don't want to watch it.
No, and I don't think anyone was going to make anybody watch it, but I do think United should have one. You know, we have a deaf team, we have tons of disability teams, and they cost money to run. They don't make the club any money, because that's the club's supposedly reason, is that, oh, it won't make any money. Well, so what? Some things you should just do because you should just do them, yeah. So fucking do it. Someone says 16, I eat like fuck as well. Yeah, I did when I was 16, mate. That changes. Zane says nothing wrong with Oppo fans on here. No, we have quite a few Oppo fans that are nice and respectable. If you're a prick, you get blocked. Simple as that. Rob says evening Rob. Oh, that reminds me actually. All you Patreon guys. So if you check the link below, we're doing some stuff on Patreon, and I've just got the first batch of prints. Check that fella out. So this is original drawings by the super talented John Sheehan, and you can get your hands on these every month by supporting us on Patreon. The link is in the description below, and this is for the $20 tier, and there's a $50 tier which is for the celebrity types that we're getting on the podcast, which we're about 40% of the way to our first celebrity one, where we can like go to them with the money that we're raising through Patreon and say, let's get you on. Like, so we're going to like sportsman's dinner type places and talking to them. But all these lot are going to be on the way to all those that are waiting for them. Probably tomorrow, actually. So check the link out below. Check out what we're doing. I did the test yesterday for Footy Manager, and I think I can do it. We are going to use the same computer for it, so that's a bit slow, but I can make it so there's two cameras. So one person can just be talking shit to the camera, and the other can be doing that. Are you free this weekend? Sunday?
Well, I don't know. It might.
Oh yeah, because
it might be. I might be able to go like Saturday evening.
I could probably do Saturday evening.
Yeah, so that'll probably be better because Sunday might be a bit tight.
I'm possibly going getting Manchester B tattooed on Saturday. One of our mates, buzzing lad. One of our mates is a fucking brilliant tattoo artist. Check out Heart for Art, Danny Birch, lad that we went to college with. Fucking serious tattoo artist. Depends how long the wait is. If the wait's really long, I might chin it off.
I was just thinking when I said buzzing then, have you seen Yaya Toure do with Manc accent?
No.
Oh, it's funny, man. It is funny, to be fair. I'll send it to you. Right.
Hayden says, how tall am I? I'm 5'10". Someone says, is FTD going on the US tour? Yes. Skipping's one of the best things to do to stay in shape. Can't skip with compartment syndrome. It's a fucking killer, mate. Calves are just fucking fucked. Are we having a Patreon chill session later? Yeah, I'll probably do one. Ben's got a jive. He's got to get to town. Have I seen True Geordie's podcast with the Undercover Cop? No, I'm about 2 behind on True Geordie's podcast.
And what, a real Undercover Cop?
I don't know. I ain't seen it, so I'm only going off the comment. McGregor versus Mayweather thoughts. Well, you just showed me sort of Paddy Power.
Paddy Power, I don't know how true that is, but Paddy Power tweeted out that 92% of their punters are backing McGregor to win. But I think that's more because of the fact that if you look at McGregor to win on by a decision,
no one's betting that. No one's
80-1.
For good reason.
Yeah, well, but yeah, if you put a tenner on it, it's 8-ton, isn't it? So yeah, why not? For him to win was 4-1. But if 92% of people are backing that, Mayweather better be longer than 1-6.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole point of a betting game. Is like
it's got to be. There's got to be a balance between.
Yeah, proportional, isn't it? But you know they won't.
No, what the fuck? No, there's no way you're going to be able to figure a way out. I mean, all the money's going to go on McGregor 1-3, 1-4. Mayweather by decision.
Mayweather by decision is just like.
It's like buying money. But do you remember when they fuck him up sometimes and they give a split decision on one of them and 2 years? So it's two
That's
of them.
not happening, no.
No.
On a boxing card.
No.
In his home state of Nevada.
Here's what I would say to everybody that's saying McGregor doesn't stand a chance. I've seen people saying McGregor won't lay a glove on him. You're fucking off your head, right?
Oh, Ricky Hatton said that as well.
What?
That he won't lay a glove on him.
He's definitely going to lay more than a glove on him.
Yeah,
right, because here's what people are thinking. Ricky Hatton's thinking that he's facing the 30-year-old Mayweather that he fought.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he fought him in, 2007? 10 years ago.
Was it 7 or 8?
2007.
Right, so he was 30, right? Mayweather at 30 is a different proposition to a guy now at 40.
It is.
That's one factor that you've got to take into account. And you can't say that it's not a factor. It is a factor. If you look about how active they've both been in the last 2-3 years.
Canelo was...
All right, let me finish. Mayweather's stance is set up to block the jab and fucking deliver that right. It's the Mayweather move, isn't it? Shoulder roll, bosh, right? That works on orthodox fighters all day long. The reason that he struggles with southpaws is that he can't counter off the jab the same way. He's also got the size factor with McGregor.
I know it's
well,
like...
there's weight classes for a reason, isn't there?
Yeah, I know, but I just don't see it happening here.
Right, I'm not saying, I know you guys that are just about to fucking lose teeth in the comments. I'm not saying McGregor's going to win, but I'm going to say,
well, he's taking it
don't sleep on the guy.
I know, but he's
I'm still putting Mayweather decision.
There's 70 million reasons why he's taking a fight.
Of course he is, yeah.
He's set for life. His family's set for life from absolutely nothing.
If he doesn't get knocked out, he's spinning that into a win.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's how it's going to go down.
He's not getting knocked out.
Nah. Right, here's how it goes down. I think, if I had to say, predict the future, I'm going to say he rattles him once and makes him touch the floor. He don't put him on his ass, but he makes him wobble in like third or something. Then Mayweather fucking decisions the shit out of him. And then Mayweather gets on the mic and starts saying about how fucking good he was and how he's surprised and how he's a great athlete. And then McGregor gets on the mic, talks all sorts of shit about him and says that he's fucking, he's come and stood up to the best that boxing's got to offer and all that sort of bollocks. And then they just made pure dough. But you've got to think about the size factor. You've got to think of the left hand factor. You've got to think of the fact that McGregor is an absolute nerd on fighting. And he said 2-3 months ago, he's seen every single punch that's landed on Mayweather for his entire career.
Oh, about 10 of them.
He goes, I've studied every single punch that's got through. He goes, on most of my southpaws.
He's been building this up for 2 years or something. Do you know what I mean?
Over a year.
So, yeah, he's had that time to study it. It's a lot different. So many people have gone in with a game plan against Mayweather and they've just been picked apart. Mayweather's also got a game plan for you.
But has he got a game plan for a guy that's never fought professional boxing? How do you game plan for a guy that you don't know what he's going to do?
Well, he's
not going to do.
But he's not going to kick him, is he?
No, but Are you going to put it past McGregor not to throw a fucking kick in the air? Because I think he might.
Yeah, but fuck knows, is that in Queensberry rules? That
I don't know. So I don't know if you can get away with it.
I don't think you can get away with that.
As long as it don't land, what can he say?
No, because then it's like
not touching you. Can't get mad. Not
but
touching you.
Then but then you could just run from the other ring and from the one side of the ring, jump up in the air and fucking
from the top turnbuckle.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's not going to happen.
I don't know, but the fact is, you can't game plan for the guy. You can't game plan for him going in off his MMA fights because McGregor keeps range with his feet. He uses his feet like a jab. That's how he keeps his range. He also has his hands low because he's thinking of the takedown against 90% of the opponents that he faces. So you can't game plan for the guy that's now going to have a wholly different fucking ball game. And I think the game plan's a massive one because McGregor is a nerd and Coach Kavanagh is a fucking nerd. And I think it's going to be way more interesting. I might have just bought the hype, but I think it's going to be way more interesting.
Yeah, I'm not buying.
I also want to see him just fucking belong him just to see what happens.
I'm not buying the hype the same way I didn't buy the Ronaldo hype last week.
That's fair enough.
But you know, do you realise that Muhammad Ali fought a martial artist in his 70s?
No.
As a Antonio Inoki.
He's fought Carl Gotch as well. Carl Gotch is a famous wrestler.
No, that was he fought. He got taught by Carl Gotch.
Oh, right.
Inoki. It was in Japan, I think. I think they got booed. It was some bullshit. It was like an exhibition. It's like fucking Hulk Hogan versus Rocky. But,
Thunderlips.
Yeah, there you go. There.
The Ultimate Male.
1976. There's a clip of it on
the
YouTube.
Ultimate Meatball.
Yeah.
Why do I know that line?
I don't know.
Who they were talking to the other day that hadn't seen Rocky? I wanted to throw up.
Dude, it was a mint story, like everything, the backstory behind it, and now he wanted to be the lead and everything like that. Respect to that. Film was decent as well, but when you make 7 of them, 6 of them, whatever, Creed, fucking all them, no thanks.
Someone in the comments here saying, Tommy Robinson is a prick when you agree with Piers Morgan.
I've not seen it because I can't be asked like giving any of them any energy to like.
Why
would I waste my time watching shit that does not like I can't identify with? Do you know what I mean? But I was like, oh, maybe I would identify with Piers Morgan. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Because it said something else as well, like the previous week I think, and I was like, fair play, can't hate on you for that. I can't remember what it was, but I thought I've still not got respect for you.
Do you know what? You see these fucking crazy imams that are radicalising young Muslim lads to go and do mad shit. What's the difference between what Tommy Robinson does when he's radicalising fucking British lads to go fucking drive trucks into mosques and stuff?
Don't know.
That's the same shit.
I'd say I can't be arsed wasting energy on discussing something that I can't identify with. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you're not gonna. Certain people's opinions you're never gonna change. No. So it's like, what's the point of having a conversation with someone who isn't open to change?
Yo, McCall is in the comments. Hello, Adam Arcade. Where the fuck have I missed so many fucking comments? Really? Shit. Adam's delaying his live stream till we finish. What a fucking lad. So
might as well fucking crack on then, innit? Stay on a bit longer.
So it's a proper. Tom says it's a proper undercover cop that.
Fair.
That's on Johnny's podcast.
He can't still be active then if he's on his fucking podcast, unless he's like,
unless the
Black Walding.
Why not, man? Hayden says it must be because McGregor's the only bet that makes decent money. Probably is. Yeah, it probably is. When will we be talking football?
When the season starts.
Whenever we feel like it. How's about that? Marble all saying McGregor will win both. I don't think you can sit here confidently and say McGregor will beat Mayweather. I think that's nuts. But I do think you can say, like, there's no way he's not landing a glove on him. He closes the distance so fucking fast. And he closes the distance with sweaty feet on a canvas mat as well. Think what he's going to be like in dry fucking boots on a canvas.
Right.
He's going to come across so fucking much.
And swearing.
Whew. All I know is that there's no way I'm not fucking watching it. There's definitely not one that I'll fucking get up at 6 in the morning for. It's definitely one I'll stay up for.
Yeah, it's gonna be on 4 in the morning, isn't it?
Yeah,
imagine.
We do whatever we want, innit?
Bank holiday weekend.
Is it? United play Leicester the same day, but that could get moved. Hopefully it gets moved to the early kickoff.
They're all going to get moved.
Chris Mallon says you two are the only two I like to watch on this channel.
What channel? Your own channel?
On my own channel. Okay. What weight class is it being fought at? I think it's being fought at 154, which I think is super middle in boxing, I think.
No, it's not super middle.
It's not super middle. Is it super... hang on. Welter's 147.
It's the one above super welterweight.
Is it? I don't think they have super welter, do they?
No, I can't remember.
Junior middle?
I don't know.
Everyone's just talking about him in the comments now. I'm going to fucking leave. McGregor propaganda, it might be. He's taking a piss out of you here for fucking Queensberry rules. Right, let's just get to the bottom of the fucking comments.
Obviously bored, lad.
It's one night you stay up out of a year. It's not, because I'll stay up for every fucking UFC as well. It's a killer. Junior middle. There you go. I knew it was something middleweight. You think McGregor will win a round? Probably not. I think he lands a glove on him, but I don't think he... I think he's going to miss a lot, man. A hell of a lot.
He's done what they've done what they wanted to do, and they've got everyone talking about it, and everyone anticipated it. That's all it is.
But there's something about McGregor, mate. The way he just fucking that law of attraction shit, where he just makes things happen.
He's not asked about getting beat. That's the thing.
Yeah, he can't lose unless he just walks into a fucking gadoosh in the first 30 seconds, like he did to Aldo. But I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think he'd do that. He'll be cautious. But yeah, either way, he's not asked. Mayweather's asked. He does not want to get beat any way, shape or form.
So, trash talking then, because it's going to... Mayweather loves a trash talk. He loves to get in people's head. And clearly, McGregor loves the trash talk. So, how is the trash talk going to go down? I think it centres around the loss thing, me. I think it centres around that.
Probably.
Because like you said, McGregor's got nothing to lose. He's like, yeah, I'm coming to your sport. No one expects me to win. And he'll just be saying to him, what if... He'll get that into his head. What if he beats me? What if he beats me? What if he beats me?
Well, he's painted that mural on his wall, hasn't he?
But I don't think it was him like that.
Well,
he probably paid a guy.
Yeah, obviously. He said, like, I want this. I want to visualise it. So I get that. He's obviously taking it seriously. He's got every reason to take it seriously. If he genuinely thinks he can beat Mayweather, then fair play.
I think he genuinely does think he can. Whether or not that's the case, I think he actually definitely does. I think he definitely thinks that he can beat him.
Why not?
I just want that 15 seconds of like silence if he fucking gadooshes him. When everyone just goes quiet, like, and then he don't get up, and everyone's like, fucking hell, now what, like? Because that fucking little walk that he does, imagine that, plus 80 million. You don't want a microphone anywhere near him if that happens. Because I don't know what he'll say. He might say he's running for president next to some shit.
Probably. Oh, speaking of president, I've nearly caught up with season 5.
How many are you through?
I think I've done 7 episodes.
It ends quite quickly, actually.
How many is it? It's 12 in the last one.
I can't remember. But it comes to an end, and I was like, wait, what?
I've rolled through them, like, so I'm like, oh yeah.
You do though, don't you? Even though they're pretty fucking long, they don't really. You don't feel like you're that long watching them.
There are some shits I can't get my head around. Like in season 4. I mean, I'm sure people won't mind talking because season 4 was last year, but that kid pops himself when... Is that his dad who dies with the donor?
They set that up though, didn't they?
Yeah, they set it up. But like, because they just shown some kid fucking off himself with a gun. And I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
I can't fucking remember. After I watched 5, because some shit gets dragged up, did it in 5... And I was like, I'm going to have to go back and watch 1 again here. Because there's blasts from the past keep coming through, isn't there? Did you get the oh shit moment again?
What, where she talks to the camera?
No, not that. Have you had that yet?
No. There was one episode at the end. She's in the living quarters, and then she turns around and walks towards the camera, stands there just about to say something, and then just cuts out, and then the start of the next episode, she's talking to the camera, but it's like doing a speech.
You got the one where he kisses that fucking curator yet?
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
No.
The dude.
Well, yeah. Well, imagine it's a dude. Yeah, because I knew like when Claire had that conversation in the
every time he's done that, I've gone. Oh!
Claire's had that conversation in the subway, and like, oh, you know, it was a different time. They were close and all that, and if it was, you know, blah blah blah. And I thought she didn't know that he would have probably been a gay dude, and she's thinking, oh. And now I think, like watching it, thinking she's going to turn it around, and she don't give a fuck no more. She's just thinking about her as the end goal. Yeah,
I think that's where it's going to go.
But I don't. Is it? I don't think it's coming back. Is it? I think it's done. Kevin Spacey said it's done.
Really?
Well, obviously he's not dead at the end.
Right, 5 ends weird then.
I don't know. I'm just speculating, but
someone in the comments here with a spoiler alert. Oh yeah. No, I haven't watched Suits. I've just started watching Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, I've seen that before. It's a bit old now.
It's a bit like The Office. Like.
Yeah, Aziz Ansari's pretty funny. Probably not in that. He is pretty funny as stand-up.
The Ron Swanson character's good. I'm in like season 3 now, and he had like 2 lines in season 1, but now he's starting to get more and more into it, and I like him. Him and Chris Pratt got a pretty good. Best House of Cards moment when he pushes Zoe into the train, says Joe.
That was like, whoa.
That's when you know some shit was going off, innit?
I was like, what? They do that in TV shows? Otherwise, they just play out pretty smooth, innit? But that was like, fucking hell. Yeah,
because it was kind of mellow until that point, wasn't it? And then shit just got kicked up a notch. Also, when he starts taking photos of her and shit, and you're just like, huh? What was the guy who got shot called?
In which episode? In which season?
His bodyguard.
Oh, Meacham.
Yeah, when he kisses Meacham in season 1.
What do you mean when he has a fucking threesome with him? What the fuck is going on? Like, yo.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Yeah. Narcos. Yeah, Narcos was good. I haven't seen. Is it 2 seasons of Narcos?
Yeah, I watched season 1, and it's like.
I haven't seen season 2 yet.
I'm sure he dies in the end.
Yeah, but yeah. So, been watching a bit of telly, been chilling.
Chilling, yeah.
Still not seeing Power.
Oh, Power's back, baby! This Sunday.
Everyone talking about Power. I haven't watched Better Call Saul. I
watched Better Call Saul.
Janine watched Breaking Bad for a bit, but I never. Really
I watched the first season. I thought it's well slow this, and watched a bit of the second season. I thought, fuck this, can't be arsed watching that. I need to finish off Billions.
Do you know someone's edited? Because isn't it like hundreds of hours or something? Breaking Bad. Someone's edited it into a 2.5-hour film, using all of the scenes.
I'd probably watch that.
I was debating watching that, but then
watching all the
someone's
episodes.
just uploaded it on like Vimeo. Like someone's done it as like a project, and then all the comments was like, "If you've not seen Breaking Bad, don't watch this because you're not going to get it still." But I guess
I don't really want to get it.
Yeah.
So
I don't really have that sort of time free to donate to a fucking thingy like that.
What's Glow?
Jamie says, "Fucking hell, you remembered you have a channel." I'm on a break. Thoughts on Stipe calling out Joshua? I think he saw a fucking bandwagon going by, didn't he, and wanted to try and get on it. I've seen quite a few MMA fighters now trying to call out boxers, but you ain't Conor McGregor. Get back in your fucking box. Even if you're the UFC heavyweight champion, you ain't got that shit talking. Do you know Conor McGregor's 3 biggest pay-per-views, or his 3 pay-per-views? I think it was last year. Was it last year? I think he did 3 pay-per-views in a year. Whatever. In a 12-month period, I think he did 3 pay-per-views. And those 3 pay-per-views did more than all of the other pay-per-views combined.
Oh. Big news, isn't it?
He's a fucking, as Brendan Schaub would say, he's a fucking pink elephant when everyone else is a grey elephant. But he is. And the UFC is pretty fucked at the moment because there's no one on McGregor's level. And they're not promoting people who could be on. They've just fell out with Demetrius Johnson. And it's right, because they're saying, oh, you don't sell pay-per-views. But they don't promote the guy.
Yeah. It's also a bit difficult when you do pay-per-view every month.
True.
If you want to go down that route.
True. Well, was it 2 years ago they did 48 events? Like, you miss Christmas out. That's one event a year, missing one at some point. 48 events a year. That's a fucking calendar. The roster you need to keep 48 events a year going.
But it's not only that, just to keep the interest and the people turning up to that.
Sometimes you can oversaturate, but sometimes you can also really deliver, because no one gets oversaturated with football.
No.
If you're into it, you're into it. And I think if you promote it correctly, because the way they do it is they do one numbered pay-per-view a month, and then they do like 2 or 3 cards that are on Fox or Spike or just some shit. They're all on BT for us, so it's chilling.
Yeah, mad BT. I think BT are going to show. Are they going to show the Mayweather McGregor fight?
I don't know who's got the
rights to that.
I don't know,
because surely the UFC would have had some input in it.
I think they're on the card. Because the UFC is co-promoter.
So they would have had to release Conor to do it. Mayweather's not asked. He can get whoever, sell the pay-per-views, whoever. People
in the comments here thinking that we're about to talk about football. Don't tell me what to do.
There's nothing going on in football. Have you even watched Confederation Cup?
Nope.
No, I've not either. Have you watched Under 21s?
Nope.
Me either.
When was the last game of football I watched? Probably Champions League final.
Yeah. Why would you want to watch like New Zealand versus fucking Mexico? Apparently it was like a bit hectic and that.
Charlie says BT's got it. Sweet.
Oh, mint. I might put that BT back on my thing now. I got some new shit. But yeah, I think BT Sport, they sent me things saying that it's only like £3 or something. So I might just have that there as a background, because I don't need it. But, you know, just in case shit ever goes down servers, I can still record on it. So it's live.
What's been the best UFC fight this year? I'd have to go back and look at all the cards. The cards come that thick and fast that I don't know. Yeah, Blemis says football's dry as fuck, nothing to talk about. Exactly. There's so much more going on.
What do you want to talk about? Like some fucking bullshit that's been made up by some knobhead like Balogun.
Transfers. Talk about Ronaldo. No. Like I said to you all last week, they're on all the stuff on Full Time Devils. You're getting played by Mendes. Now, I've seen some people coming out and saying, oh, Ronaldo's played us. Ronaldo ain't said shit. Nah. He's not mentioned United anywhere.
He's not said anything. I'm concentrating on the national team.
So it's the papers. Again, the papers. Why does no one ever try and hold these cunts accountable and say, listen, mate, you linked United to 197 fucking players last year. You're lying.
All of them are lying, though.
Yeah.
But then you say, oh, well, someone has had to get told some shit to be able to print that. And you're like, yeah, but they're just giving you smoke screens. But journalists print it in the hope that one of them's true.
And people come at me like, oh, that Agent Edward gets everything right. Shut up. Shut up.
To be fair, I follow him just because I know that once he's deleted all his shit, I can see
quite a lot of truth in.
Yeah, I can see what's on there. So you can keep up to date with it. That's the way to do it, I think, because there's that much shit in there.
Yeah, but I wouldn't everything that he tweets out. There's another one. I think they're from South Africa called One Man United Source or some shit like that. Oh my god, they tweet some bollocks.
Oh, I'm sick of like. Tancredi's all right.
I think they all end up with it. I mean, like, as I know, like a player can tell you what's going on and it still not be right.
Well, Pogba wanted to go to Madrid, didn't he?
Supposedly, yeah.
It's changed.
Sky Sports linked us to Joel Pereira. Yeah, that's how bad it got. That's how bad it got. What's my thought on rebooting TV shows and movies? It's been too much. I was watching Godfather 1 the other day. Still a great film. And this is what I said it's slow. And people was like, oh, it's a fucking masterpiece. I didn't say it was negative for being slow. I just said it's slow, which is a fact. It's a slow film, especially when you look at it through 2017 eyes. It is a slow film. But it's aged really fucking well.
If you're going to talking about films, like, obviously it's not out yet, Tupac movie.
Are we watching this together or what?
I don't know. Apparently he uses a fucking iPhone and he's on Instagram Live in the movie. This is what I got. So I've not purposely not like watched more than what I needed to in terms of a trailer. And I was like, what? He's using an iPhone. I don't know if that's true, but I've seen loads of people like Jada Pinkett Smith, Crooked Eye.
I've seen stuff's been embellished.
They're like, what the fuck? That's not a Pac movie. That's not a Tupac. That's not. You know what I mean? So.
All Eyes.
Yeah, I was like, I can't remember what it's called.
Just gonna search All Eyes on my iPhone.
I took out his iPhone and posted a pic with Face Evans on Instagram.
What? That's what it says. I'm gonna heckle the screen. Not that it does any good, but like, what?
Well, I'm not paying for it anyway because I get free cinema tickets. You know, I don't like paying for shit, but still, I'll still want a refund if that's the case.
See, this is all from 5 days ago, though. All right, hang on. Yeah, people are saying, did Tupac just use an iPhone? Basics, man. Is there no one who's behind the camera going, what the fuck are you doing?
It was 1996. What fucking mobile phone you got anyway? Your mobile phone's about this big.
You had a pager. Right, let's see what it says here.
Like, no one's cussing him for his role that he's portrayed as it, but it's like, I think the director, whoever producers have put it together. Yeah, 50 Cent went sick.
Yeah, 50 Cent, when you look at this Tupac movie, and I know you want to say I'm hating, but there's a scene in it where Faith and Papa are taking a picture, and they have a fucking iPhone in it. Oh, mate. I mean, they've done a fucking good job of making a guy look like him, but he doesn't sound like him. He doesn't have the presence of him.
How hard is it when you fucking editing a movie, or when you're just shooting it in the first place,
writing it? Because someone's gonna have to go, and then Pop pulled his iPhone out, and someone no one fucking corrected that. Was like, hang on,
yeah, we
in
just
1996
got a creative license, but there's the other biopics.
And then he flew in his F-14 and saved the world. Yeah.
I mean, I know they've got to dramatise it to put it on the big screen, make it a bit more entertaining and stuff like that. But his life is entertaining, or was entertaining as fuck.
God, yeah.
You don't have to dramatise it. Same with
he got shot how many times? He was involved in how much stuff? He was fucking unbelievably gifted in terms of the work that he created. His parents being fucking Black Panthers, or his mum being a Black Panther. There's enough in there of a story that you just tell.
I think there's some weird shit I've been saying about Afeni Shakur, and I think it was Afeni, or maybe one of his relatives in some sex scandal or something. You're like, well, I don't know. Well, I'll reserve judgment until I've watched it.
Straight out of Compton, someone in the comments here saying that's good, but there were scenes in that was embellished as fuck that just straight didn't happen.
Yeah.
And you think, well,
what's the point?
There's a good story.
I don't get why you need to.
Or call it something else. Don't say these are. Don't use
based on a true
story. And this
I hate
guy
them ones when they're based on a true story. You think, I want to watch them with truth element to it, and then it's like you find out some of the best scenes in it. The
truth
didn't
part
happen.
of it was there's some World War II films and they go based on a true story, and you go, oh shit, and then you Google it afterwards and you're like, the true part was that there was a war between 1939 and 1945, and that's the only fucking true thing in this film. It's killer, man.
Anyway,
but yeah, I hope there's some good films coming out this summer actually, because I haven't been on the movie.
I've been watching Moana. That's pretty sick.
What's that?
Kids film. It's got a rock in it. It's pretty good, to be fair.
To be fair, everything's got a rock in it.
He'll probably take over Samuel L. Jackson as the most grossing movie star of all time.
I think he's one of the highest paid this year, but I don't know if that's on per check or.
Well, no, I'm saying Samuel L. Jackson. His movies have grossed more than anyone ever.
Oh yeah, that's because he's in every
Star
movie.
Wars, Marvels, all sorts of shit. You know what I mean? Before you even get down to it.
Good. He's been in some absolute crackers and he's had some excellent parts in them, but there's been a lot where you've just been like, dude, come on. He's never looked at a script and gone, oh, no thanks.
Yeah.
He's gone, yep.
Yeah, why
Samuel,
not?
pay me. Hacksaw Ridge was a hell of a film, says Gary Staff. It was a good film, actually. It was.
Is that got Wahlberg in it?
It's got Vince Vaughn in it, I think.
What's Hacksaw Ridge? Is it about the oil rig?
No, it's about this guy, that super religious American geezer who doesn't want to carry firearms, and they make him go to the front line in, I think it's in the Pacific part of World War II, and they end up getting whooped on the top of this ridge, and he saves a load of dudes.
And then Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes out with his four before.
Yeah, but when you actually that was one of those films that I googled, and you find out he got a Medal of Honor, he saved a lot of people, but the ridge was like the size of this fucking room, and in a film it's fucking huge.
Yeah, same, isn't it?
And it's this fucking 100-metre cliff. In reality, it's like 30 foot or something. You're like, really?
Like 300.
Yeah. Snakes on a Plane, greatest movie ever. The Rock is in a series called Ballers. I've seen the first season of that. I haven't seen the second season.
I never watched the second season.
It's on Sky, I think.
Yeah, it's on Sky Atlantic. Or the internet.
Imitation Game was incredible. Yeah, me and Janine went to...
Is that the one about the coding and the Alan Turing one?
Alan Turing, geezer, yeah. Me and Janine went to Bletchley Park, where that thing was. And do you know when you just realise how fucking dumb you are, right? And you...
Every day?
On a daily, yeah. I went to... you go to Bletchley Park and they've got miniature models of what it is that he built. So he built this thing which basically turns loads of these dials, and ultimately these dials lead out to a reading. And you go, this is really, 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 really primitive computing. And you stare at it and you go, I have no idea what this is doing, and it's 70 years old. And you're like, I can use a laptop, I can use all this shit, but like, I haven't a fucking clue how this shit works. No. And you think, when you break something down to be ultra simple, like the first one ever, like when you do like technology at school, and you get one of them plastic circuit boards, and you have to solder some shit on and make a little LED from a battery, right? How'd you go from that to a computer, like in 1940? And there was nothing before it. You go, how much of a fucking genius are you to invent it? And I really tried, like, just read all the stuff on the sides to try and figure out how he did this. And I just come away going, I guess I'm just fucking stupid. Because I haven't a fucking clue where to even begin to understand what the fuck he did.
Yeah. Do you want... Mad, innit? And it's like, yeah, all them years ago.
Like, some people are playing checkers and some people are playing fucking Grand Theft Auto on a PlayStation 4. and I still don't know what the fuck's crack is with checkers.
Yeah, me neither.
Fury was a sick war film. Yeah, Fury was a sick war film. What's a really good war film is Kajaki. And it's pretty fucking close to home as well, because I was working when Kajaki happened. And I was in the ops room watching the reports coming in of all the mine strikes. If you've not seen it, it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's a British film. And I think anyone who's British should go and fucking watch it. Nothing gets 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, does it?
Nah. Oh, yeah. What? There's that. I'll go on.
So, it's about, I think it was 6th of September 2006. It was in Afghanistan. And it's when a lot of lads from Free Para walking through a wadi, stepped on a landmine, and then just everything that could have fucking gone wrong went wrong. They bring in a Chinook sets off more fucking mines and all the rest of it. And I was being taught a radio in the ops room. I was being taught about a radio, and one of the types of radio that they used at the time was one that basically worked on like a text message kind of thing. So there'd be a grid reference come in, and then the code for casualty, and it just kept coming in. I think there was 7 casualties in total. And the guy that was teaching me this radio was like, oh, I think this is fucking broke, look at it. Like, because it just kept, it almost comes in like, do you remember like MSN Messenger? Oh, yeah. It come in like that on the screen. Okay. Really strange, yeah. Like, you'd never seen anything like it, or certainly not in the military at the time. And I remember watching all this shit, and I was like, that was another one that I just didn't fucking get. And I'm trying to be taught on this fucking stupid new fancy radio, and all this is happening, and the ops room and all the helicopter types, they're all like scrambling to go and get Kazakhs out from it. And I remember the guy talking, saying like, I think this is fucked. It's just echoing the same fucking report over and over again. Turns out it wasn't echoing the same report. It was fucking 7 man down in one fucking area. Guy stands on a landmine, sets it off. Guy goes to help him, sets another fucking mine off. Helicopter comes in to rescue that guy, sets another fucking mine off, puts this guy down. Guy goes over to help him out, he fucking sets a mine. And you just think, worst day ever. Like, the fucking worst day ever. I think only one guy lost his life, which is amazing. But yeah, what a fucking bad day at the office that was. So go and check out Kajaki. Let me know what you think, because I found that really hard to watch the first time I watched it, and then I watched it again this morning at like 1 o'clock on my own. It's a fucking great film. My best ever football experience, one that sticks out to me, was when we won the league in '93. Yeah. Is it time we need to bounce? Because Adam needs to jump on, doesn't he? We'll do 2 more minutes. We got a couple of questions off you guys, and then we'll get out of here. Baywatch was trash, but all the ladies that cast had a specific reason why they were picked. Yeah, I think Janine went and watched it. That's definitely the sort of shit she'd go and watch. What do I think of the China model of transfers? Any transfer fee paid, you have to give the same amount to grassroots local. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
What, and they've also got to pay 100% tax as well?
Have they?
Yeah, that's the transfer fee now.
Or maybe that's what the tax goes to.
I don't think China's going to give all that to them. I think what I'm sure. I don't know if it's that it gets paid to the tax. What I thought is 100% tax on transfers now because they want to promote the youth and get people from the Chinese league. So that's a deterrent to come and buying these European superstars and stuff like that.
They're just fucking throwing it around like payday.
I don't know. They've not really. Their transfer window's shut at the minute, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's shut.
I don't know how it works over there for them. Top 5 greatest rappers of all time?
Oh, wow. That is so hard. That's so hard.
Favourite Tupac song?
Oh, favourite Tupac song is...
Oh, what was I listening to the other day?
Do you know what? There's so many. I like... there's one called Pain.
I was listening to some obscure ones the other day. I went on a right ride.
Anyone downloaded Bar Exam 4 this week? BE4, Royce the 5'9".
Oh, I was buzzing off that one the other day.
Yeah, I wonder if it's...
Wonder if I haven't got a go.
Yeah. Coming back.
What's happened over here?
Only Fear of Death, that's a sick tune. That's on that album. There's too many. Do you know what I mean? It's hard. It's so hard to say like, oh, what would you like top 5 because
depends on the mood you're in.
Yeah, definitely.
Changes is fucking sick, but I think that came out after he passed, didn't it?
Yeah, but I think it was obviously recorded it way before.
What did I make of that lad from Geordie Shore in MMA? I don't think it's as much of a blag as the what's his fucking face one, CM Punk one in the UFC. The guy obviously trains, but the fact that he's gone straight in on Bama is a bit strange.
He won, didn't he?
He did win, but I don't know what the level of the other guy was. I think he was another 0-0 guy. So it's, what are you measuring him against? Warrior is a good film. There's not really been a lot of MMA films about because it's still such a relatively new phenomenon. But your Warrior's class. Rear View. All of that Resurrection stuff that Eminem produced is a fucking.
Well, Rear View's not from. That's just on that album.
Yeah,
but that's from like with the Outlaws, isn't it?
Adam's gone live already, but no one's watching. Right, well, we'll wrap it up here, and then everyone can go and
I know, standing there to talk about music. I want to get back in the car. There's like, say I'm listening to this mixtape at a minute, Bar Exam 4. It's free to download. If you go on datpiff.com, it's free to download, so you can just download it, whack it on your iTunes, connect it to your phone straight away. It's like, it's not all songs, but it's 28 songs of Royce the 5'9".
How much would Rooney be worth if he was starting career? Look, Rooney's career has ended. It's really fell off the edge of a cliff.
He's come back to training early, hasn't he? But it's like, a bit too late for that now, mate. Because your England career's gone, and unfortunately, your United career's gone.
It doesn't take anything away.
Nah.
What my perception of Wayne Rooney is now is only about what he can do for the team this weekend, or next weekend, or weekend after. Wayne Rooney, at the peak of his powers, was fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
was a ball hair underneath being one of the best players in the world at the time. It was a fucking force of nature. Like 05, 06, 07, 08, 09 Wayne Rooney. Shit.
He carried United a lot on his own.
He did.
It's just unfortunate. He's been doing that for...
Thomas the Tank says, how boring is this? Well, not as fucking boring as you, son. What's wrong with you? Right, we're going to fuck off and go watch Adam. Go and check his out. I'm on Full Time Devils at 11 if you want to tune in for some transfer shit. I'm going to literally spend the next 2 hours reading bollocks about news.
And I'm going scranning.
Right, safe.
Cool.
See you later, everyone.